Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 38-year-old Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants. Look at the numbers, show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards, 8th in touchdowns, 7 4,000-yard seasons, including last year. And he's looking to make one last run before the sun sets on his Hall of Fame career. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Ellington. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers set to take over. Jameis Winston at the controls. And it's a big season forthcoming for the #1 overall pick back in 2015. You look at the numbers, just 21-33 as a starter during his tenure. But the hope now is that renowned quarterback whisperer Bruce Arians can breathe some new life into him in 2019. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
It's always fun to check in on the Chargers when Melvin Gordon's carrying the football. And in 2018, he averaged over 5 yards per attempt. But even more importantly, he put the ball in the end zone 14 times, his best scoring season in his young career.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick of the Cleveland Browns in 2017, has returned to his home area to play for the New York Giants. He's looking for an opportunity to really shine. Sharp in returning football on kickoffs and punts. The Giants believe he can fill the gap at safety for them.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's thinking in. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 15 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And everyone's going to be watching running back Saquon Barkley, the rookie sensation in 2018. He will draw all the attention now on offense with Odell Beckham Jr. now in Cleveland.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. 70, Indy.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
50, play.
Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Golston coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. From the red zone now, Winston.
I know we love our job.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The first down throw for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? Everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
18 Gator. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter this. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Manning and the Giants down 24-17. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, plant. Watch the screen. Pass. Get it.
Back to throw. Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Manning, and the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off at the 21. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at